A very good morning, children. Welcome to the online session of subject mathematics of 7th class. I hope you all are very fine and staying happy in the present situation. Today we are going to start the 7th mathematics. So before going to that one, already you people might be learning some of the properties of numbers in your everyday class. That means in your 6th class, you people might be learning some of the properties like integers, whole numbers, uh, natural numbers. Like this you people might be learning. So first of all, for 5 minutes we shall recall about those things, and then afterwards we shall go into the subject, into the 7th part. So first of all, already you people knowing about these definitions. Okay, the first one is natural numbers. Natural numbers. So what are these natural numbers? Natural numbers means generally you people knowing that natural numbers are the counting numbers. Natural numbers are counting numbers. So counting numbers means what we will count. So whatever the numbers we will count, those numbers are called natural numbers. So here 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. These numbers are called natural numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on. These numbers are called natural numbers. So like this, this is a set. So here natural numbers, it is represented by one of the letter, one of the capital letter. So what is that letter means? N. Capital N is a natural number set. So representation is the first letter of this natural numbers. So this is about natural numbers. N equals to set of 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. This is a natural number set. This is about natural numbers. Next, the second one, whole numbers. Second one is whole numbers. Whole numbers. So what are these whole numbers? Suppose if we are adding 0 to this natural number set. Suppose you are adding 0 to this natural number set, then that is called a whole number set. Suppose if you are adding 0 to this natural number set, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So this type of set is called a whole number set. So it is represented by capital letter W from the first letter of the whole numbers. So therefore W is equals to set of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. This is a whole number set. Next, coming to the next important one is integers. Integers. So what are these integers? Suppose you people are adding negative numbers. You people are adding negative numbers to this whole number set. Negative numbers means -1, -2, -3 and so on. Like these numbers are called negative numbers. If you are adding these minus numbers to this integer, to this whole number set, then that set is called integers. That means how they will be represented. Suppose 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on is there. So these are whole numbers. Suppose I am adding -1, -2, -3 and so on, like this. So these integers, these negative numbers will be adding from the right to left, So like this there will be. So these are the smallest numbers than these whole numbers. So this is a integer set. So integers, it is represented by I or Z. So for the integers we can represent it by I or by Z, by capital I or by capital Z. So this is about, these are the very important properties which you people learned in the 6th class. So now we shall go with the some of the questions in the 7th class, in the first page. So what are the some of the questions? So we shall see regarding these things only we shall see. So the first one is which is the smallest natural number. Which is the smallest natural number? So which is the smallest natural number. So smallest natural numbers means, first of all we shall see the natural numbers. So what are natural numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So out of these numbers, from these numbers, which is the smallest natural number, least number. So least number is considered as 1. So here what is the answer? So 1 is the least natural number, the smallest natural number. So this is first one. Next, second one. What is the second question? Write 5 natural numbers between. Write 5 natural numbers. 5 natural numbers between 100 and 10,000. This is the second question. So write 5 natural numbers between 100 and 10,000. So between 100 and 10,000 you write any 5 natural numbers. So all the numbers are natural numbers. So between 100 and 10,000. So you are not supposed to include 100 and 10,000. So in between you should start from 101. So from 101 to 9,999 you can write any number. So out of these numbers you can write any number. So 101 to 9,999. So but you are not supposed to include 100 and 10,000 because he asked between 100 and 10,000. Between 100. So in between those two numbers, whatever the number is, you should write any 5 natural numbers. Suppose I am taking 105, 500, 3,000, 7,999 and 9,999. I have taken these 5 numbers. So you can also write any 5 numbers. So the number should not exceed 9,999 and should not precede 101. Okay, those numbers you should write. So this is the second question. Now we shall see the third question. What is the third question in this given? Third question. Can you find where the sequence of natural number ends? Can you find where the sequence means sequence. What is the meaning of sequence? Sequence means series. Where does the sequence of natural number end? So natural numbers means 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And the last number we can't say. No one can say the last number. So where does the sequence of this natural number ends? He is asking. So is there any answer for that? So we can't say. So what is the answer? We can't say, because there are infinite number of natural numbers in the set. So can you find where the sequence of natural number ends? So we can't find the last number of natural numbers. So that is the answer. Next, fourth one. What is the fourth one? What is the difference between any two consecutive natural numbers? Difference. So I am writing difference between any two consecutive natural numbers. Difference between any two consecutive natural numbers he is asking. So any two consecutive natural numbers. So suppose I am taking the numbers as a 571, 572, 573 and so on, like this I have taken. So difference between any two consecutive. What is the meaning of consecutive here? So here first of all you should understand the meaning of consecutive. Consecutive means the next numbers, the next serial numbers, sequence numbers. So two consecutive numbers. So suppose like 1, 2, 3, 4. So here if I am taking 571, 572, 573, that means these numbers are in consecutive numbers. Suppose you take the even numbers 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on like this. So we can say that these numbers are in a consecutive numbers. So consecutive numbers means any two numbers, the difference between any two numbers will be the same at any place and at any time. So that means suppose here difference between 0 and 2. So what is difference between 0 and 2? 2 minus 0 is 2 only. Next 2, difference between 2 and 4. So 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2 is also 2 only. Here also 2. So difference between 4 and 6. 6 minus 4, 2 only. That means where if we are getting the same number of difference, same difference in between the two numbers, then those numbers are there in the consecutive series. Those numbers are there in the consecutive series. So difference between any two consecutive natural numbers. So natural numbers generally they will be in a series only. So like that. So I have been taking 571, 572, 573 and so on. So these three numbers I have taken. So I am finding difference between any two consecutive numbers. So these two are in the consecutive numbers. So 571, 572. These two are in the consecutive series, in the same series. So what is the difference? So 572 minus 571. 572 minus 571. So what is the difference? Difference is 2 minus 1, 1, 7 minus 1, 0, 5 minus 5, 0. So difference is 1 only. So in between two natural numbers, what is the difference? Difference will be always 1 only. Big. So like this you can able to understand the concept of consecutive and sequence. Like this you can understand. Okay. So these are the things. So like this you can understand the properties of these numbers. So natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. So also you people might be learning one more concept in your previous class about representing the number line, representing the numbers in the number line. How you might be representing, we shall say. So like this you people might be representing the number line. So at the center of this line you will be keeping 0. So that means this is a whole number. This is the starting of whole number. So we should represent the integers on this number line. So integers will be taking part in this number line. Integers means all numbers. Integers, whole numbers, natural numbers, like this will be. So 0. So after 0, so if we are going to right side, we should write the positive numbers. Plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6 and so on. Like this you should write. Next, if we are going left side from the 0, we should represent the negative numbers like minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6 and so on. So like this you should represent the integers on this number line. So this is called number line. Already you people might be learning in the 6th class. So this is a representation about the number line. So here some more questions we shall solve from this number line. So see the first question. Which is the biggest integer represented on the above number line? So how you can after this number line, from this number line, which is the biggest integer? So which is the biggest integer represented on this number line? Integer, biggest integer means, so the last one is called, this is the biggest integer. So here 6 is the biggest integer. So if you are not including this means we should be, okay, like this. So this is one of the number line. Okay. So in this, which is the biggest means the last one. So the positive numbers will be always biggest numbers. So the negative numbers will be always smallest numbers. Okay. So this is the answer, first one. So next, second one. So which is the smallest integer? Which is the smallest integer? Smallest integer. Smallest integer. Which is the smallest integer? So smallest integer means if you whatever the number which is represented at the first line, in the first point. So right from the left side of this 0. If you are going to left side of this 0 means, then those are negative numbers. These are small numbers. But if you are going to right side means these are big numbers. These are big numbers. So like that you should think about for some time to solve this answer. So which is the smallest integer means this minus 6. Minus 6 is the smallest integer. Okay, next, third one. Is 1 bigger than minus 3? Is 1 bigger than minus 3? Is 1 bigger than minus 3? Where is 1? Where is 1 here? Here 1 is there. Minus 3, here it is there. So is 1 bigger than minus 3? It is asking. That means is the 1 bigger than this minus 3? He is asking. So obviously 1 is always bigger than minus 3. So positive numbers are bigger than the negative numbers. Okay. So that's why yes, you should write it. Yes, 1 is always bigger than minus 3 because 1 is a positive number and minus 3 is a negative number. So you are not supposed to see the number, only number. So you should identify the symbol also. If plus 3 is there, then 3 will be the bigger number. But here minus 3 is there. So here 1 is a bigger number. So whatever the number is having the positive sign, so that numbers will be the biggest numbers. So like that you should identify. Next one, fourth one. Is minus 6 bigger than? Is minus 6 bigger than minus 3? Why he is asking? Is minus 6 bigger than minus 3? First of all, we should identify where are minus 6. Minus 6 is here and minus 3. Minus 3 is here. So this is not there. Okay. So is minus 6 bigger than minus 3? He is asking. So actually, if you are not seeing the symbols means 6 is bigger. But here symbol is there, negative symbol is there. So if negative symbol is there, whatever the number is lesser number, so that number will be the bigger number. So here that is opposite. If we are seeing only these numbers means, if we are seeing 3 and 6 means obviously 6 will be the bigger number. But if you are seeing minus 3 and minus 6, minus 3 will be the bigger number because minus 3 before minus 3 minus 6 is there. So the number which is at the right side, that number will be the bigger number. That number will be the bigger number. I hope so you are understanding very well. Okay. So here minus 3 is a bigger number. So like that. Next, fifth one. Next, arrange 4, 6, minus 2, 0 and minus 5 in ascending order. So we should arrange these numbers. In the ascending order. First of all, what is ascending order? Ascending order means already you people learnt from the primary classes. Ascending order means increasing the number from small number. So small to big is called ascending order. So ascend means to go upwards. So that is called ascending order. So here these numbers, whatever the numbers are given, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 numbers are given. These numbers you should arrange in the ascending order. That means small to big you should arrange. So first of all, we shall divide these numbers into categories like positive numbers, negative numbers, and whole numbers. Okay. So first of all, what are positive numbers? 4, 6, 4, 6, 0 are there. So these are the whole numbers. Next, minus 2, minus 5 is there. So these are the negative numbers. That means these are the negative numbers which are at the left side. These are whole numbers which is at the right side. So we should arrange from the small number. So small numbers means first small numbers will be coming from the negative numbers. So in the negative numbers, just close the symbols, and which is bigger number you should say. So 5 is bigger number. So 5 is here minus 5 is the first smallest number. So only from this minus 5 is the first smallest number. So small to big, we are going from small to big. So ascending order. So after minus 5, is there still any negative numbers? So minus 2 is there. So minus 2. So 2 negative numbers are completed. Okay. So these are completed. Next whole numbers are there. In the whole numbers, which is the smallest number? 0. 0 is the smallest number. So you should write at the third place. So next 5 to 0. Next 4 and 6 are left over. So first 4 will be coming. Next 6. So 4 is the least number than 6. Next 6. So this is a ascending order of these 5 numbers. So descending order means reverse. 6, 4, 0, minus 2, minus 5. This is a descending order. Like this, you should arrange the numbers in ascending order or in the descending order with the help of representation line. Okay, like this you should say. So still there is one more last question it is there. So we shall see that last question also. Sixth one. So compare the difference between 0 and 1. Compare the difference. Compare difference between 0 and 1. So 0 and 1 and 0 and minus 1. 0 and minus 1. So two comparisons are given on the number line. We should compare the difference between 0 and 1 and 0 and minus 1. So first of all, in the number line, first of all you should identify where the 0 and 1 minus 1 are there. Where 0, 1 and minus 1 are there. So So first of all, where is 0? Here 0 is there. Next 1. 1 here, right? Next to the 0 it is there. Minus 1. So here it is there. So the middle three numbers are given. So compare the difference between 1 and 0 and 0 and minus 1 he is asking. So first 0 and 1. So difference between 0 and 1. That means 1 minus 0. So in the subtraction you should have the first number should be the biggest number in the subtraction notation. So 1 is a bigger number than 0. So 1 minus 0. 1 minus 0 is always 1 only. Okay. So the difference between 1 and 0 is 1. Next, the difference between 0 and minus 1. So difference he is asking. So the first number should be always bigger number. So which is bigger number, 0 or minus 1? 0 is bigger number. 0 is bigger number than minus 1 because minus 1 is staying left to the 0. So that's why minus 1 is a smaller number when comparing with the 0. So 0 I have written at the left side. So here what we should write? Here we should we should write the -1. So -1. So minus and minus we should keep in the bracket. We should keep in the bracket. So this is the answer. So here, if whenever the bracket is a, that means here you should do the multiplication. You should do the multiplication. That means 0 minus into minus plus 1. So 0 plus 1. What is the answer? 1 only. So the difference between 0 and -1 is also 1 only. Difference between 0 and 1 is also 1 only. So the two answers are same. The two answers are coming as a same. Okay. Only one is the answer. So like this, what he said, compare. So by comparing what you identified, so the same answer is same. The result is same. So what is that result? 1 only. So this is the common answer for these two subtractions. Okay. Difference between 0 and 1 is 1 only. Difference between 0 and -1 is also 1 only. So that is about the comparison of numbers. So, and again in the next class, I hope so you have been understanding this concept very well. So in the next class we shall see about the exercise part of this first lesson, and this is called integers. This concept is integers. Okay. Till now we have started the integers topic, and we have discussed about the properties of integers and what are the representation in the number line. So how to compare, how to add, how to difference between the between two numbers on the number line we have seen. So in the next class we shall see about the exercise part of this first unit. Hope so you have understood very well this concept. In the next class we shall come back again. Okay, thank you.